Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. I know I haven't posted that many videos recently, but hey, we're finally here. In today's video, just for you guys, I went live. I know I haven't played in like 14, no, it's actually 2 weeks. I haven't played the game in 2 weeks. And probably if you go and check back the channel, most of the battles were none of my battles, and I tried to make content around the game because I wasn't in the mood to play the game. And I played today. I wanted to play in the Halloween Cup, as Halloween is one of my favorite, if it's one of the best 3 cups I always enjoy playing. And the team I'm using is basically Toxicroak with Shadow Drapion and Jellicent. Toxicroak pretty much hit everything in this cup except 2 Pokemons, which are Golbat and Drifblim. They aren't that common. I played 3 sets. I went 4-1, 3-2, 5-0. I climbed from 2660 to 2800 with this team. Why Elo Solo? I don't play the game. I basically just said it. I haven't played in 2 weeks. And here, opponent has a season. What's the thing about leading Toxicroak? Basically, I expected people to use Greninja, Scizor, Azu, Carbink, and the poisons. And pretty much Toxicroak beats all of these. Okay, like look at this matchup here. They brought in the Toxapex, and all I need is just land this. And at this point, I can either double crunch or just double Mud Bomb. And they are Brian is 8-7, which means I will CMP on the next one. So if they shield here, I'm gonna CMP the next one. As you guys see, we CMP'd them. So Toxicroak is pretty much a free Pokemon right now. And yeah, I had pretty much like a huge success with it. So I totally recommend using this Pokemon. And you guys can see Nidoqueen, we win this because they get to the Poison Fang, which is the bait in 6. I get to a Mud Bomb, which is super effective, also in 6. The fast move will do more damage because Toxicroak is just extremely frail. My Toxicroak is literally rank 1, and it's supposed to be the bulkiest Toxicroak you could ever have. And it's still taking lots of damage. It's like around Charizard stat product. And here, I'm gonna shield, and at this point I'm just gonna swap, go to Drapion and throw on 5. Why 5? Because on 6 they get to another Fang. 5, if I throw there, I am 1 move off, and I don't want to test out. I don't remember who went CMP. And here, look at this. Opponent brought in a Tentacruel, and I know that some people always ask like, okay, Yasir, I don't have a Toxapex. What do you recommend instead? I usually don't give recommendation. I know lots of people be like, if you don't have Toxapex, use Tentacruel. It's not the same. Trust me, it's not the same. If I tell you it's not a placement, it's literally not a placement. I know if you don't have it, I would recommend trading it with someone that has it. This game, every city pretty much has their own Discord. You can try to find with your locals, set up like a meeting, trade with them. Because look at this. This Pokemon Tentacruel is supposed to be same typing, same moveset, almost even better moveset than Toxapex. But they die to 2 crunches. Toxapex easily live 2 crunches. That's the difference. See? It's not the same, even though it has a better moves. That shows you how good the stat product is in this game. Opponent here just top lefted as they don't have any play against the Jellicent. See? Another good lead. This Pokemon pretty much does not lose any. They swap into Azu. So this is bad. So here's the thing. If they swap in, you know, like it's supposed to throw on 1.7, you should do on 3, 6, 9. If you swap in, you do 2, 5, 8. So that was the bad timing by my end, as I miscounted. As I said, I was pretty much rusty. You can see chat laughing at my timings, like, yeah, so you're so rusty. I know, I haven't played in 2 weeks. Jellicent comfortably tanked that, and that's why I love Jellicent in this cup, as it has play against everything. Like the worst matchup you could see is Greninja, and pretty much you can have some sort of a play against Greninja. So Greninja is in the back is, yes, tough against this team, but it's not the worst, trust me. It's playable. I shielded here because I wanted to have some sort of health in case they have something that I don't beat, and they ended up having Toxicroak, so I landed the Mud Bomb and I can farm down, and then Mud Bomb their last Pokemon in the back. Toxicroak into Scizor. Again, this is a dominant lead for Toxicroak. Why? Because we have Mud Bomb, they have Night Slash. I can no shield, plus my fast move is way better than their fast move. Bullet Punch literally generates same amount of energy as Counter and does 2 less damage. Yeah, Counter does 9, I think, and Poison and Steel and Bullet Punch does 7. Poison Jab does 8. So that's why Counter is the best fast move in the game. I tried to get to a move then swap out in case they have something like that. Now the game is pretty much laggy. I'm pretty much sure if you played Friday night and you would have experienced what I had. I didn't throw there as I was expecting them to throw, so I was trying to go for the extra. I here don't care about throwing as much as I care about getting more energy, and now we get to 2, and at this point we should be good to go. Double surf should knock out the this thing. They decided to shield, and I swapped the point catch, which is not the greatest for me, but remember we have Shadow Drapion, and pretty much I think Shadow Drapion is by far my MVP in this. Like, Toxicroak was just winning all leads, but to be honest, Shadow Drapion was the MVP. Now here's the thing. Do you need Shadow or non-Shadow? You need Shadow, okay? 2 crunches from Shadow KOs everything except Azu and Carbink. And for Toxapex, you need 3. But the non-Shadow, you need 3 moves all the time. And except against the bulky, when you need 4. The Shadow, literally, you always need 1 less charge move. As 2 crunches KO all the non-bulky Pokemons. But the bulky Pokemons, 3 crunches are enough. Here in this match, I'm just going to land this and call it a game. So how are you guys playing, by the way? Please let me know which cup are you playing, and that's the Pokemon that I want to try. So tomorrow's video, hopefully I can get some footage about Charjabug, as I think Charjabug is successing at what Galvantula failed to do, which is beating the Dark, the Poison Dark. Why? And the Flyets. Why Galv failed to do that? Because Galv is so squishy, you always end up shielding, even in a matchup where you were supposed to win. While Charjabug does not need to do that. Charjabug is actually a superior version of Galvantula. It doesn't hit as hard, but it still hit hard enough. That's the question. It's like that. It's like Ampharos. It doesn't hit hard, but it hits hard enough. So that's all you need. Opponent here brought the Toxapex. I think this guy has Gunk Shot for some reason. And the game is so laggy. It's so laggy. I leave the next Gunk here and I try to overfarm as much as I can. Now we are 2 hexes away from the next Shadow Ball, and the Shadow Ball is supposed to knock out if they no shield, and they let it go. Now let's see what they will bring. They will bring the Drapion, and at this point I'm sure I can swap out and get to a move before them. I tried to overfarm just in case they decided to catch. They didn't catch, and now they are energy dry, by the way. So I need to stall the clock, I think. So we're just gonna stall the clock. Nice stalling, Yasser. And now I am counting, so all I need to do is to be 1 Poison Sting ahead, as they now have 1 crunch, and I can outpace to 2 before they get to 2. And that was a nice 5-0, as you guys can see. And by the way, we started, if you guys go to at the beginning of the battle, I was at 2660. Frostlass in the lead. I just swapped to Drapion. They swapped their own Toxicroak, so this is not as great of a matchup as I expected, but as I wanted. I'm just gonna shield here, to be honest, because I'm gonna outpace here, and I'm gonna force them to drop their shields down. Why? Because if I get shields down, I think I have a way better chance of winning this matchup. So they shielded here. Now they don't have any shield. Okay, keep that in mind, because that's what I'm trying to do. I want them to be down shields, and I want to outpace the... So I'm just going to aggressively swap at this one. I'm going to tank this move, swap, and if I can get 2 counters, 1, 2, I get 2 counters, which mean now I will get 2 mud bombs at the same time they get 2 avalanches. So watch this. That's the first avalanche. See, guys, counting helps in this game. If you count, you should be safe. See, that was a CMP. We won CMP, and that was a good game. See, guys, we pretty much get hard countered, but we still have a decent play at this game. I'm just going for straight for the sludge here, and if they go for an extra bubble, as I see swap is up, I can just swap and Shadow Ball this Azu. They do live this, which is pretty insane. Like, look at this. Azu just lived a sludge bomb from a very attack weighted Pokemon and a Shadow Ball as well. Now we take this game, and that was a nice win. I deserve some credit for that. coming from that bad lead into a bad swap. We are at 27-41 now, and we just queue into Jato. They have a Greninja, and they swapped into Charjabug. So here you need to land the Sludge, okay? If they shield the Sludge, it's actually bad. And then they did shield the Sludge. So now I need to shield back, and I need to put them in the crunch range. So I don't know what to do at this point, honestly, as like them shielding that move is actually bad for me. So I don't need to shield this. That was an extra, it does a lot. We shield here. I think I'm gonna do I'm supposed to do, yeah, just get to it. Okay, they did an extra fast move, which means if they shield, I can just outpace, so they won't shield. And now they brought the card bank, and this is a Monka-esque game as my Switch is not up. So this game is pretty much a GG. Why? Because opponent played extremely well. Okay, here's the thing. Opponent actually did like a genius play. So here, see guys, I wanted to swap out to prevent them from farming me down. Opponent expected that play, and look what they did. They swapped to Greninja at the same time. If I swapped my Toxicroak, I could just win the game. But my opponent expected this play from my end, and they did a counter play. See guys? Let's give credit to the opponent where credit is due. Okay, that was a very, very smart play by the opponent. So props to my opponent for doing such a great play there. At this point, this game is GG, and there is nothing I can do. If you need a card bank team, opponent's team is probably the best card bank team you could use, as it has Greninja and card bank. And now moving into the next one, we have Toxicroak into Obstagoon. This is pretty much unlosable. They swap into Charjabug. Probably I'm just gonna steal my opponent's team. Charjabug with Greninja and Carbink. I like that team actually. What does it lose to? Yeah, 1 Sandygast. So we put them in the crunch range. Now they are in... Okay, now they just no shield and I win swap, and they bring the Obstagoon. So I'm going to throw on 5 here. It's supposed to throw Aqua Tail, but I'm throwing Crunch here, hoping for the debuff, as I know them getting some energy here, especially if they undercharge, is actually very bad. Why? Because Toxicroak has no bulk, and we see that the opponent has Golbat, and in this matchup, I need to shield the Shadow Ball. Okay, if you shield the Shadow Ball, you can win the 2, even if you no shield the Poison Fang. So now I think I'm in a good spot here. No, not gonna lie, opponent having non-Shadow Golbat is annoying. I would prefer if they have a Shadow Golbat, because if they have a Shadow Golbat, they would die in 2 hexes. They would die right here, by the way, if they have the Shadow one. So that's pretty annoying to play against, but I should be fine, I think, as now they are in Mud Bomb range, because Mud Bomb is single resisted. Okay, so this is supposed to KO, and I live a Night Slash. I should live a Night Slash or a Cross Chop. I think opponents should Cross Chop here. Well, no, it's a Stabs. I don't know actually which one does more. We have a Greninja in the lead. Another amazing lead. Look at that, guys. They swap into Toxapex. So remember, guys, when you dominate the lead, when you win the lead, just be patient and don't rush your swap unless you trust your flexes and reflexes, and you know which Pokemon to go to. So since they swap a Pokemon, I hard counter. So I'm just gonna bank a move. I banked a Mud Bomb, and then I went to Jellicent. As I live 2 moves, if they shield here, I can get to another one. I can match their shields. Remember, guys, if you have an advantage such as winning lead, try to maintain that, and you will pretty much win the game. And now at this point, they are at 4. Oh, okay, the Shadow Ball did a lot. +2, they are at 6. They threw a Night Slash here, so they will be at 4. They will be at 3 with some residual energy. See, guys, opponent brought something that also takes super effective from Toxie, as you guys can see, Toxie is pretty decent. Pretty decent in this cup. And tomorrow's team probably gonna hard counter Toxie, by the way. No cap, as I just, so you can watch all of my videos. So hopefully you guys like these videos, and this is a 3-2 set, and we hit expert here. Now moving into another battle that I felt should be featured. This is probably the worst matchup that Toxi could have. So we swap into Drapion instantly. And the reason I have Drapion Jellicent is literally just in case someone lead a War Madame. War Madame can KO Toxi in like three confusions. Pretty insane. So I was able to grab a shield advantage here, and look what the IV. That's why you need to get IV, guys. See? I have rank 30 Shadow Drapion, like 0615 or something. Now all I need to do is just no shield 1, shield 1, farm as much as I can, and then swap out. Please guys, let me know what are you guys playing in the comment section below, so I can try to make content around the cups you guys are playing, in case you need, you know, like any team ideas, so I can give them a run. Like, are you playing Ultra or are you playing Halloween? Leave a comment below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and now we are gonna leave you with this battle where they have an Azu, and at this point all I need is just to land these Shadow Balls. Okay, Shadow Ball number 1, I live whatever they throw. I don't need to shield here, but shielding here is not the worst idea, as this thing does not have baits. I know I have a Sludge, so we swap, we Sludge, and now all we need to do is just throw the Shadow Ball, which is on the left side. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these videos, please leave a like on the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.